Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jenifer, and I'm a collector and community builder in Web3 with a passion for curating NFT art and virtual reality. I am relatively new to the Web3 space. I became active last year as a collector, and I've collected everything from street art to cubism to animated NFTs. And although I like viewing art on my phone, I soon realized that when I tried to convey that passion and that reasoning for why I was collecting it to other people outside of Web3, often was met with skepticism as to why I was purchasing art that basically was trapped on my phone in their minds. That all changed when I bought an Oculus for the first time and set up my metaverse art gallery and walked around. I knew when I was walking around and had completed my gallery that this was a powerful tool that we could use to onboard more people into Web3 and to quiet the voices of the skeptics. NFT art in VR is experienced, not viewed. I'll repeat that again. NFT art is an experience in VR. You are not just looking at an image on your phone. The scale of the art, the texture, the colors are perceived and felt deeply by the body and by the mind. NFT art in VR basically takes all of the things that we love about going to a museum and combines it with all of the things that we love about going to see a 3D animated video, or a movie rather, in the movie theater. So it marries those two concepts beautifully. NFT art is new. It's new to the timeline of art history. So the choice in art that collectors buy and choose to own has a ripple effect in the market. For example, glitch art, Pepe the Frog, AI are all trends that were influenced by collectors. So as a VR NFT art curator, you have a unique and special opportunity to showcase artists and works of art that you believe in. NFT art curators can educate and influence collectors, and therefore leave a lasting impact on art history. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you and you want to curate NFT art in VR, let's talk about some ways that you could set up your gallery to effectively connect collectors with artists and realize some sales. The way that I like to go about it is by curating in 3 different styles. The style of the art, the color, and the theme. So just like the physical world, you want to be mindful of the way that you lay everything out and the choice of art that you display. So if the focus is abstract cubism and you're showcasing those pieces, you want to showcase ones that are similar to each other, but strong enough to stand on their own. This will grab the attention of viewers. You can also choose pieces that share common colors when placed side by side. This creates a balanced space. Lastly, you can choose to display art by a theme. So perhaps you have 4 pieces of street art NFTs. Regardless of the fact that they don't have the similar style, similar color, you could still definitely have fun with it. And how you would tie that all in together is dedicate a specific wall to all of those pieces of art so that it is all pulled together and features the street art in that way, which is kind of neat because street art is typically not seen in a very composed manner. Usually you see it on a wall with different elements anyways, so bringing that into VR is pretty natural. Oh, thank you. How to enhance the experience inside of your art gallery. Animation really thrives in VR, so I would highly recommend showcasing animated NFTs that have a visual component as well as an audio component. And the reason that I say this is because it grabs the attention of people who go into the space automatically. If you need a reference point on how audio and visual is successful in VR, you can look no further than how kids have adopted playing video games in VR. I know in my house, the reason why my VR headset is always on low battery is because my kids are constantly playing video games on it. They're completely absorbed by that experience. And it's precisely because of that that animated NFTs are best appreciated and enjoyed in a larger format than a cell phone. We love watching cartoons on our televisions and watching Marvel movies in the movie theater because the scale of it elevates the animation. So I recommend inviting potential collectors to view an animated NFT in VR. Another thing that's really nice about having audio is the audio component in VR is different than that of your phone. You're basically surrounded and immersed by the audio. This enhances the experience greatly, not just in the viewing of the NFT art itself, but also in the conversations that you can have with people that you invite into your gallery. Yeah. Connecting collectors to artists is my mission as a curator, and there are fun and creative ways that you can go about doing that. One of them is to create portals. So if you are featuring and showcasing art from different artists, you can put portals to all of their galleries. So somebody who visits and is interested in, let's say, Cam Smith's art, you can just walk through the portal and visit all of the pieces that he has in his gallery. Another cool way to showcase the art is to have the plaque, which shows the artist's name, what year it was created, and where the person can find where to purchase it. Web3 networking in VR is an alternative to traveling long distances. You can host an event in VR and invite potential collectors to meet with artists you want to showcase. Guests can come from all over the world, and you don't need to rent a space. You don't have to compromise on good vibes either. Some of the best DJs, like the previous speaker, are in VR and have wonderful live music experiences. Monetizing your curation. For your efforts, you can and should be compensated. If a piece of art sells from an artist which you helped showcase in VR, you should collect a percentage of that sale. You can also create galleries in VR that have invite-only access to a specific group of collectors. Lastly, I wanted to mention that there are many museums all over the world that have brought in VR as an add-on experience to the museum, the Louvre being one of them. They had a really cool VR experience for the Mona Lisa where you got to learn more about its creation, and also you got to ride on Da Vinci's flying machine. Why and is better than or? When confronted with new concepts, humans often feel the need to do this. Painting versus photography, physical painting versus digital, graphic art. NFTs are no different, so they've been met with pushback. And the reality is we don't have to choose. We don't have to view things from an or mentality. We can choose to view them from an and mentality. I proudly own both versions of physical and NFT art from one artist. And I say all this to say that my specific experience is an experience that can and will be had by more people as NFT art displays and VR experiences become integrated more and more. I'll end with this. You have a unique opportunity to make art history right now. There has never been a time where art has been more accessible to every age group. The technology allows us to democratize the buying and selling of art. And we can all play a role in doing that by embracing technology and welcoming more people through VR art collection. Thank you.